Are you ready to go all in?
Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this.
And welcome to the All In Practice Growth Podcast, the podcast that brings you a different perspective on the dental and medical industries. I'm your host, Shane McElroy, and we have a really exciting episode today, one that kind of came out of nowhere, and I'm so happy it's happening. So we've heard some of the other episodes that are actually in Dallas, and so we are at the Dallas Cowboys headquarters right now. But through social media, particularly TikTok, we've got a very special guest today. And I'll let her introduce herself. So welcome to the podcast, Michelle Adames?
Yes.
I told you I was going to screw it up, right? I did my best, though. I got Michelle right. I nailed that one, though, right?
Yeah.
And so, Michelle, tell everybody how we kind of connected.
Well, I had made a video. One of my friends told me she was getting dental implants through a doctor, a dentist on TikTok. And she said, you should make a video. And I hadn't heard from him or anything.
Sure.
And I was like, well, never mind. Maybe it's just not in the cards for me. And she's like, well, this other guy reached out to me after I made my video. She's like, you should contact him. And I was like, I don't know. And and she was like, just do it. She's like, it's worth a shot.
You got nothing to lose, right?
Yeah. I have fear of rejection.
Don't we all? Well, once you get rejected as many times as I did with ladies as I was younger, you just get used to it. So it's fine. But who is that doctor, by the way? And it's not listen, Dr. Simon O, big shout out to him. Great oral surgeon, helps a lot of people, but you can only help so many people, right? You got to work too. And so no dig on him at all. He's done a lot for a lot of people. And so it just timing worked out, right?
Yeah.
And so she connected us and you messaged me and I was thrilled. I was like, where are you at? And you're from Dallas, which worked out great because we were doing a shoot here so we could do this interview as well. But so my buddies, Dr. Heath Coleman at Secure Dentures and Implants, which is not in Texas, it's in Tulsa, which is about 4 hours away. And by the way, if you hear background noise, they're trying to do a jackhammer right above us. They're doing some construction and we're just going to go through it. Who cares, right? They can't stop us, not us, not you and me, Michelle. And so I asked him, I was like, hey, we're doing a lot of stuff with social media. I was like, why don't we do something with an influencer on TikTok? And they do tons of implants. They're amazing what they do and have the lab. And he didn't even hesitate. He was like, yeah, let's do it. Let's help her out. And so that's how it all started. But let's talk a little bit about your TikTok account. So what is your handle on TikTok?
Toothless Beauty.
Toothless Beauty. And why is it Toothless Beauty?
Well, I made a video on this one time because I don't want people to think I'm thinking I'm beautiful and toothless. That's not what it is. It's about embracing.
Well, you are, by the way.
Thank you. But it was like, I originally wanted to start my TikTok account to do like mature beauty, but I had missing teeth. So I didn't really want to, it was hard. So I wasn't really consistent. Then I started my denture journey and I changed my name maybe like a month into it to Toothless Beauty because I wanted to do beauty for toothless people.
Sure.
Like how to getting your confidence back, breaking the denture stigma, not being embarrassed that you have dentures. Like,
sure.
A lot of my followers are women, middle-aged, like late 30s, 40s and up women. So I provide denture education.
Sure.
Now I'm starting to do more like quick makeup looks, skincare, stuff like that. Yeah.
Nice. So, okay. So let's rewind it back a little further. Okay. So you said you were missing teeth. So take me back to like when you started having dental problems, because I think this is going to be really important, not just for other people to hear, but actually the dental community to hear, right? Because most dentists don't have dentures. They haven't lost their teeth. So they haven't actually fully experienced that, right? So take me through kind of, what dental issues you had and then what was kind of the boiling point.
My teeth were great up until I was about 19, 20. And then I started getting a lot of cavities. I had a lot of root canals, so expensive.
Sure.
I was a stay-at-home mom. I was married for a while. I was a stay-at-home mom for a while. We didn't have dental insurance, or I hadn't gone to the dentist. I put on my
quick note, by the way, dental insurance is not really insurance. It's more of a benefit, right?
Yeah.
So even if you did, it may not have helped fully.
Yeah, my ex-husband at the time, he had periodontal disease, so he used up a lot of the stuff trying to get that fixed because the breath with that is really
not good. That's not good.
So I've struggled with addiction
Sure.
a lot of my life. And I fell back into my addiction.
Sure.
And I kind of let everything go. I didn't lose my teeth in my addiction, though. I lost my teeth after I got clean.
Oh, man.
That's
Which
when
is like a double whammy, right?
Yeah.
You're like, all right, I'm getting my stuff together. And then, well, let's just hit you with something else.
I mean, I was missing molars for years, but
But nobody can really see that. It's more just functionality, right?
right. But then when I was in rehab and I lost one tooth in the front, it was on this side.
Yep.
Then after I lost another one in the front and I was devastated. Like I didn't want to smile anymore. It changed so much for me.
Yep.
Like my confidence, like you just can't feel pretty no matter what you do, no matter how good your makeup looks, your hair, like people that have their teeth don't understand like what it really is. A toothache's so bad.
Oh, yeah.
Like I remember when I was like, hear people talking about a toothache when I had good teeth before I had abscesses.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, oh, they're just complaining about a
Yeah,
toothache.
it can't be that bad. It's just a
Oh
tooth.
my Lord.
Oh, yeah. You find out you have some nerves there, huh?
I would rather be in labor than have some of those
Oh, I don't know
toothaches
about
that
that,
I
right?
had.
That sounds bad.
Yeah, they were so bad. It was so bad. And I really never thought I could fix my teeth ever. And I was looking into those Snap-on veneers.
Sure.
Pop-on smile.
Yeah.
I saw a dentist in Dallas that does the Snap-in smile.
Mm-hmm.
And it says $1,500. So I went in, it was like a really nice dental spa.
Yeah.
Even though I had no back teeth to snap them onto, they were coming back with the bill like, do you want to do it? And I was like, yeah, I wanted the top and bottom because the website said $1,500. They come back with the bill, it was $3,000.
Well, it's
and I was
$1,500
like,
per arch.
yeah. They failed to mention that. I was like, well, screw that. I'm not going to spend $3,000 for something that I can't even really eat in.
It's literally that like veneer. It's like a veneer wall, like a fake wall too, right?
Yeah.
It's not going to help you functionally usually.
I felt so defeated. So I looked up dental grants of Texas. Mm-hmm. So I was approved for the dental grant, but you got to go to their dentist.
Yep.
So I think they I don't know if they mark stuff up or whatnot. So I went there. I had a $19,000 grant. So I'm thinking, great, I'm going to be able to get this done. No, they want to charge me like almost $40,000.
On top of that?
That was going to be my out of pocket.
Wow.
Still, it was crazy. No, maybe like $10,000 but the whole cost was like 40. I think I was going to have to pay like $10,000.
Yeah.
I'm a single parent.
No, it's hard.
And
It's
I feel
not easy.
guilty spending money on myself too.
Yeah.
So I was like, what do I do?
That's why I shop at TJ Maxx, right?
Yeah.
My kids get the Nikes and I get the Marshalls or TJ Maxx, whatever's on sale.
Yeah.
I can relate.
I feel like as long as I look good, I don't care where it comes.
For sure.
Thankfully, I can get free stuff from TikTok. So
Let's go. Let's go. So, okay. So how many teeth, you were still having dental issues and you just said, I'm done. I want them out.
well, I walked around like that for years, like probably like 3 years.
Did you smile all the time?
No, I cover my mouth.
Yep.
We'd have meetings at work where we'd stand in a huddle
Yep.
and we'd have to talk. And like, I barely would move my mouth because people didn't know how bad it was. 'Cause
Yeah.
nobody would see. I was even embarrassed to go to the dentist. But after I had that Snap-on smile thing and I left there so discouraged and defeated, I was like, well, if I'm going to spend money like that, I might as well start at least getting this
For sure.
dental stuff done. And I was going to go through that place, the private dentist with the
Yep.
dental grant. I was like, I had just got my taxes back.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, they wanted like $2,000 down. Killed me to do that. So I did that. And then they called me the next day. They were like, I noticed the money didn't come out of my account. My friend was telling me, she's like, that sounds like a lot for dentures. Like, she's like, my dad got dentures for like $8,000. That sounds like really like out of control. So I started looking around, but my money never came out of the account. And they said, we actually credited that to your account. So if you have the money, you have to give it back. I was like, I don't have the money.
Oh my gosh.
I was like, so I don't know what happened, but I just decided to cancel that. And I had called Affordable Dentures.
Sure.
And I went for a consultation with them. And I almost couldn't afford that. I got the bottom of the barrel economy dentures.
Mm-hmm.
They let me slide for whatever I was approved for.
Sure.
So I gave them $1,500 down. And I was just like, yeah, let's just
get it done.
Let's just
do
rip my
it.
teeth out.
Yeah,
'Cause they-
and like you have all these barriers jumping in front of you. It's just life sucks that way sometimes, right?
Yeah, because
Like-
it would cost so much to fix crowns and do that. And,
Yeah.
I would have loved to get the snap-in ones even just because the bone loss, like that's
Oh, yeah.
scary. It is scary. Plus, I already had missing teeth for years, so I'm sure.
Yeah.
You know.
And so you're talking about like snap-in dentures?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and just for any patients out there that don't understand what that is, so they put 2 to 4 implants in an arch, and they have these things called little attachments that go in the implant, and then inside the denture, and it's got these retention rings, and so it pops in and pops out. Now, you'll get lots of chewing ability back. You don't need denture glue or use the suction of the palate. They can usually make it a little smaller, right? But it's definitely way better than dentures, especially on the lower. But it's still dentures, right? It's just more stable dentures. And so what we're talking about for this is actually implants on the top. So probably 4 to 6, depending on whatever Dr. Coleman says, and then 4 to 6 on the bottom. And then they actually attach, and they don't come out. They don't move. And I think you'll be excited about, you're going to tell them exactly how you want them to look too. Right?
I can design my smile.
Oh yeah, they'll help you design it. It's really cool, the technology they have as well.
It's like a dream come true, really.
No, I'm excited for you, right? Because
Yeah.
for me, I actually watched your TikTok videos, right? And I started like early on, so I saw like before you actually had your extractions. And so, what made you so open to share, your problems and your experience?
I just, my friend is always like, you're like the most honest person I've met. I'm honest even when I don't have to be sometimes.
It's refreshing. It's really refreshing.
I just can't lie. But I want to relate to other people because, the stigma around tooth loss is
For sure.
being on drugs or, there's so many reasons people can lose their teeth, but I am a statistic. And there's so many other people out there that probably have or are afraid to even say they were addicted. I don't mind saying I'm addicted because I've changed my life.
Yep.
Like I'm a totally different person today. And I feel like I've been rewarded, even just having the dentures and being able to smile again. That's brought me so much confidence back.
Nice.
Just living your life the right way. I want to be a source of hope for people that I never thought I could get clean. Like I was that one that everyone was like, you'll never get clean. She's too bad off. I've been homeless. I've lost everything. And to sit here today alive, being able to smile and now having this opportunity, I put my story out there so other people can feel like they can do it too.
That I love that because it's quite obvious to me that the way you do your videos too, everybody go follow Toothless Beauty. Like, I think this is really important because you're telling them the good, the bad, everything. And you're doing it in clearly a transparent way. You obviously held nothing back and it is refreshing. And there's so many people who wouldn't talk about it. And so I'm guessing for them, it's like, that's why you have so many followers. It's like, somebody who's experienced what I'm experiencing and can give me advice or guidance. And there is hope. And I think that's the biggest thing, hope, even if it's dentures, right? Like that can change your life. That's a great thing.
That's totally changed my life. I mean, not every day is easy, especially right now. I have a sore on the roof of my mouth.
Okay, yeah, let's go into this real quick. Okay, so let's start with what are the negative things that, obviously you look great, right? And dentures can do that for you. But what are some of the problems that you have with dentures, even if they're minor ones?
Well, with the immediate denture, just learning how to navigate. Because you think you get a prosthetic leg, you get a prosthetic arm, you're getting physical therapy, you're getting probably counseling before you lose your arm. You don't get counseling before you lose your teeth. You don't get anything. You get your teeth pulled out, you get these dentures and you're sent on your way.
Yep.
So that's why me and other people on TikTok we try to provide education. Like people ask me, how do I talk now? Do you have any tips? How do I eat? Eating.
So when you say that, right? Because a lot of people don't have dentures. So what issues can you have speaking with dentures?
Oh my God. It feels like when you first get them, especially if you get the immediate dentures, they measure those while you still have your teeth in your mouth.
Sure.
So they're big. They're bigger. My top denture did not fit. I had to have glue on the palate from leaving.
Yep. So I want to stop over here. Yeah, guys, you ever had something stuck in your tooth? And that little tiny thing, you can feel every bit of it. Now think of basically plastic in a way, or acrylic in your mouth the whole way through. You feel everything, right?
Yeah, I'm aware of it at all times. I'm used to it, but I'm aware. Am I aware of the dentures all the time? Yeah. One habit, a bad habit is I didn't have back teeth for a long time, but I clench all the time.
Yep.
And if I wear adhesive, it makes me do it more. Like it feels so tight.
Yep.
Right now I'm using Denture Fit, and I really like that because it's like a silicone.
So what is Denture Fit?
This is a silicone reline. It's a little bit more pricey than like Dentach or Cushion Grip, but it allows you to use your dentures without adhesive. So you can eat, you don't get food stuck underneath.
So it gives you a better fit.
Yes, it's going to give you more of a custom fit. It's like snugs it up.
So why is it that you have to redo that every once in a while?
Because our gums are constantly changing.
Yep.
You don't get dentures and just be on your way. You got to still go for adjustments. You still got to go for relines, soft relines if you're in immediate dentures, hard relines. You get your permanent dentures, you still have to go get a hard reline every so often.
Yep.
I'm still in my first year. I'm still shrinking.
Yep. And I'm glad we're doing this now because you get a pretty, in the first couple of years, you get the most bone loss, but it keeps going. So guys, if you don't use your teeth, like if you don't have teeth, or you don't have something stimulating the bone like an implant in there, it's use it or lose it. The bone decides, well, not using me, I'm gonna go away. And there's actually some new research coming out, and so I'm not a doctor, so research yourself, but that even dentures slow down blood flow, right? Because you've got the pressure all the time, so that it could actually quicken that pace. But what are you gonna do?
Right.
You go without teeth the whole time? Probably not.
Well, some people do. Some people are like, I'm like, how do you have all your teeth pulled out and spend this money on dentures and throw them in a drawer? Like, you got to at least try. Or so many people tell me they eat without their dentures, and that is the worst thing for you that you can do. Like,
which sounds crazy, right?
Yeah, people tell me I eat chips, I eat popcorn, nuts, everything. I made a video on that the other day, and people got so mad because they're like, "Well, I can't taste. They gag me. If they gag you, you need an adjustment."
So, you said that? Does food taste different?
I feel like the texture is, there's some things I don't like.
Because you have covered the palate of your mouth. Right? Yeah. It's funny. People don't realize that until you have a denture that you actually need the palate to taste too.
Yeah. I mean, I don't really feel like I've lost too much taste.
Good.
Like some things are weird to eat, like popcorn. I feel like I'm eating styrofoam because it like squeaks on it. But I'm like, I just have that mindset, like there's nothing else I can do. So I either never eat it again or I'm going to eat it with my dentures. Not going to
go through life without popcorn.
Yeah.
Popcorn's awesome.
I mean, there's some things that I just like would rather eat toothless, like ice cream, or I always drink my coffee toothless because I don't want to stain my teeth.
And I know my mother-in-law's experience. She had dentures since she was like 18 till she was like, say, she grew up in Ecuador. Oh, wow. And they had fluoride in the water, and she had her kids, all the calcium was leached out of her. And so lost all her teeth. And she ended up getting this procedure done, but she was, dentures for 45 years. She had no bone left on her roof. So we had to do like lots of bone grafting and lots of this. Fortunately, we haven't gone through that, but I want people to understand that it's, if you have the ability to get implants earlier than later, you should, simply because of the bone loss. And I think that's one thing that isn't communicated to patients enough, or just, people aren't aware of enough, right? That happens fast and it's not good.
Or they just don't care either. Like when I made the video about you shouldn't eat anything that you can't cut with a plastic fork without your dentures, people are like, well, I'm at the age where it's just going to happen anyway, so I don't care. And I'm just like, I'm not telling you to not do it. I'm not lecturing you. I'm just telling you what can happen. If you don't want to eat without your teeth, you enjoy what happens after. I mean, I can only give the information out there. If you're going to do it, you're going to do it. If you're not, you're not. I know what I'm going to do. Yeah. Because even until this happens, I'm still going to take care of my mouth. I'm still going to take care of my dentures because I'm wearing them. So I don't want to make anything. One of my friends that's getting implants, she told me when she had her scan, just in 1 year of wearing dentures, she's got the jaw of a 70-year-old woman. Yeah. It's really sad what can happen. It's not really fair either, to be honest with you. No, it's scary. And I wonder if I'm making the bone reabsorb quicker with the clenching. Like, I don't know, and then if I'm not clenching, I'm flicking my bottom denture out.
Well, we don't have that much longer, right? So we'll find out pretty soon for you, but I think you're going to be just fine because you're going to be in good hands. But I'm going to change the topic a little bit because now we're going to talk more of the social media side. So you got started in social media and now you get like sponsorships on there. How does that happen?
I have an email in my bio. So I said for collabs, reach out. I only have one paid collab through Dentach, but, like through TikTok Shop, my sales used to be really good with TikTok Shop. Now not so much.
They're changing some things on the back of the TikTok right now. So we'll see how that all shakes out.
Ever since we had that one blackout day, like for those few hours, my sales have went down.
You hear that, TikTok? Get your stuff back together. All right? Come on, let's go.
I used to sell dentures like crazy on TikTok. Now I could at least count on that. Now I don't. But
well, if you figure that out, you got to tell me too, okay?
I still try. I mean, some places will still give you free stuff, but I used to be able to get pretty much anything like that I applied for. But
that's awesome.
Yeah, it helped Christmas
hopefully
a lot.
TikTok get better, or we're all going to YouTube or somewhere else, right? Like that's what's going to happen.
Oh yeah.
By the way, I mentioned this, what we were discussing, and so because we do social media stuff, did a lot of YouTube videos, and I was going through trending videos. Literally this week, your video for Dentouch came up as #1 trending in dental video.
Crazy.
That's cool though.
Yeah.
You had like in dental to have 40,000 views in like the last week. That's pretty strong.
I'm not monetized over there yet.
Well, you may have to tell Dentouch what's up because they ain't got much longer, right?
Yeah.
So what are you going to do with that? Are you going to keep Toothless Beauty? What are you going to do when you get teeth?
I was thinking of Zirconia Beauty.
Oh, that is sick. I like that a lot. What's that? I would tell her to get it now. Oh, yeah. Get it now. That's what David, our videographer, said. He's like, go ahead and get that name now.
Yeah, I'm signing up for it.
Yeah, go ahead and get it. Otherwise, somebody will certainly steal it.
I haven't told anyone the idea. Well, now I have, but
we'll hold this for a couple weeks, so you'll be all right.
Yeah. Well, I haven't announced anything yet because I don't have a date yet. So I haven't announced.
We'll see. We'll get a date. We'll get this going, right? Because we wouldn't do this because I talked to the docs first, made sure everything's good to go, and so we're gonna find somebody to help you out locally, get you another CBCT scan, get that plan, and then take a nice trip up to Tulsa. You're going to love the crew up there too.
Yeah. And he was telling me too, the hotel, he's like,
You talked to Jeremy?
Yeah.
The nicest dude in the world?
Yeah.
He's so nice.
He was so nice. He was like, no, you don't. He's like, we put our patients in the hotel. You don't have to pay for that.
Yeah. They're pretty amazing.
It's like, I don't even have to pay for the hotel.
Yeah. Honestly, like I know lots of great dentists and lots of, great practices, but this one in particular, they care so much. Right. And they're genuinely awesome dudes, and their team, they're amazing. It's really, you're in a really good spot. And so, but even knowing that, I think this is important too. So you talked about the problems you have, but you're getting implants now. What are your fears?
I fear what's it going to feel like? Is it going to feel like am I going to feel like it's tight? Are they going to feel like regular teeth? Am I going to be aware of them? Like I'm aware of the dentures, am I going to be able to eat anything? What about implant failure? How much pain am I going to be in? I have to get a new job soon. How much time of work do I have to take off? That's why I'm in the middle of looking for a job. So I'm like, if I could have a date before I start a new job, that way I can tell them I have this date set for some dental work, ahead of time. I got fired from my job wrongly on Halloween.
Oh,
yeah.
It's my favorite holiday too.
Me too. And I hated that job. It was a soul-sucking job. So I was like, let me put this time while I'm on unemployment to really give my all into social media. Maybe I'll make it as a content creator, but no, it didn't.
Well, hey, but you get a new smile.
But right? I am getting, this would never happen.
This is not an inexpensive thing.
No.
Right? It is, for a single arch, the average is $27,000 for a single arch. That's nationwide. But that can be as much as 40,000 for an arch, So, I mean, I've seen cases go up to 100,000, and you're like, why is it so expensive? And you got to realize, well, there's a lot of training that goes into this, a lot of skill, right? And they train a lot. The products aren't inexpensive either for them, but it's, I think I'm really glad you're going to do this because it'll be good for you to tell your story, the problems you have, right? Do I have other problems? Do I love it, right? I'm very confident in what's going to happen here. And everybody's different in how they, the pain they feel. I find that women deal with it a lot better than men, shockingly, right? Because if I get a cold, I'm out. I'm on death's door, right? My wife, I'm like, babe, can you bring me this? And she was a PA in the ER. She's like, get it yourself. You're fine. I'm like, I'm going to call my mom. She'll bring me something. She's going to hear this and she knows it's true. But shockingly, pain is not, it can be painful, but most people experience it with use ibuprofen. Right?
Yeah, that's all I use for my dental extractions.
Yeah. And if everything works out right, they can never guarantee it, but usually 95, 98% of the time, you walk out the same day with attached teeth. Right?
And those are made of acrylic or?
So it depends, right? There's different ways to do it. Some people go straight to final. And these guys do a little bit of both. And so you'll talk to them and decide what's best. Sometimes you like to have the acrylic first. So say, oh, I want to change the tooth shape, right? Because the zirconia, you can't really change that well. Once it's set, it's set. But on the acrylic side, it's kind of like a test out to see, do I like the way it looks? Do I like the way it feels? Because they can make adjustments to that too. And so you'll talk to them and they'll decide, right? And you guys will decide as a team, like truly a team. And the cool part about what they do is they have the dental lab there, which is fairly unique. And so they do all the design, the finals, everything right there. So there's the communication they have is locked up. It's tight. There's no waiting. Oh, well, they're over there and we got to wait till they get back to us. It's right there.
That's great.
Yeah. So you're in really good hands. So, of course you're going to have fears, you're going to have anxiety, but I wouldn't stress too much because I can guarantee you're in some great hands. That's for sure.
I'm glad all my teeth are already out. So that's half of it.
Well, that makes it easier, right? So the interesting thing about that too, and not for you as much, but if you have enough, your bone gets softer too, right? So the longer you have dentures, a year's, you should be no problem at all, right? And even if you've had, 70, 80-year-olds who have had 30 years, sometimes they can do it too. But every once in a while, the bone's so soft, right? And that's why I keep bringing up this point. It's like, people, if you're waiting and you have the opportunity, just do it now. Go now if you have the ability to do so. But you could feel really good. And hopefully we'll be out there too, filming. It may be David, it may be somebody else. I'm not sure locally, but either myself or my buddy Blake may come out to do that as well. And so we'll hold your hand. We'll do that the whole time.
Do I get put to sleep?
Of surgeries. Usually not. They usually do some sort of sedation, but usually don't put you out. You don't need to, right? Because you won't feel it, right? You shouldn't feel it while they're doing it at all. And so they'll numb you up. Sometimes they give you something to relax you every once in a while. Sometimes they do IV sedation, which pretty much you won't remember it, right? You feel everything. You just don't remember that you feel it, so you kind of don't feel it, right? So different options. And that's something I would discuss with them as well. And, they're highly trained. Again, I'm a marketing major. So I would talk to the doctor about that. But, I've been in over 1,000 of these specific types of cases. And so it's a little different for everybody. And then with your past, they may say, hey, we may not want to do this one, right? So we may want to do this variation. But they've dealt with every type of situation too, because your situation, although you're unique, your situation is not unique. A lot of, as you know, and you're helping a lot of people going through the same thing. And so I'm really excited for you. This is going to be really cool.
I'm really excited. It's like, how do you even thank somebody enough for something like this? Like,
pay it forward when you can.
That's
the best way.
Because it's just, I still can't believe it's really going to happen. Like I said, I've never really made much money off of TikTok, but I'm getting this. So it would have never happened without TikTok, So yeah, it's amazing.
So you just did a commercial for TikTok. That's what you just did right now. Like they need that. Well, they kind of do need the help.
Post
right now.
the content.
Yeah, exactly. Open up those TikTok shops again. What's going on with that? So,
yeah.
We're going to wrap this episode, but we'll probably do a follow-up episode. You want to do that?
Yeah.
If I'm back in Dallas, great. Otherwise, we could stream it in. But why don't we wait till you've had your finals in for a little while, and we'll do like a follow-up episode, and I'm sure we'll do some other videos and stuff too. But
okay.
Honestly, Michelle, it's been really good to meet you. Like, thank you for being so open and honest with this, because I think this is really going to help a lot of people. In fact, I think it's going to help dentists understand the situation better, because a lot of them, they see the problems, but they don't understand the story behind it many times. And so I think that'll be helpful as well to them. So I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah. And guys, we'll catch you on the next episode. Oh, hold on. If they want to reach out to you, anybody wants to reach out to you, has questions, or maybe you want to sponsor her on TikTok or any other social media platforms while she's the #1 trending on YouTube, by the way, how would they reach out to you?
It's beautybeyondteeth@gmail.com.
So beautybeyondteeth. I have to do it because I can't spell, so I got to make it real clear for people. Beautybeyondteeth@gmail.com.
Yes.
All right. So if you want to reach out to her, do it there, or definitely follow her on TikTok, Toothless Beauty.
Yes.
How about Instagram?
Instagram's Toothless Beauty 1.
Toothless Beauty 1, and then on YouTube?
Toothless Beauty.
Toothless Beauty.
So I try to keep it real simple.
Make it real simple. Soon to be Zirconia Beauty, hopefully. So we'll see you guys on the next episode of the All In Practice Growth Podcast.
Thanks for listening to the All In Podcast. See you next time.